And away we go. Welcome inside. Thrilled to have you with us. We missed you all week long. Did someone say tacos? Curtis Granderson.
Today is the day.
He sat up straight. Jimmy
Taco
Rollins.
Tuesday, Cinco de Mayo.
That's
Hey! Gotta get it going.
We're in rare form. Pedro Martinez, the Hall of Famer. What a matchup we have for you tonight. Last time Shohei pitched on TBS, what happened? Magic happened. Let us take you back. He made us all look like mere mortals. You remember the greatest individual game ever. With my own eyes, struck out 10, hit 3 home runs. You hear me? Struck out 10, hit 3 bombs. What?
You can't do that?
I could. In Little League.
And don't forget.
When I was 5.
Don't forget, huge amount of Mexicans and remembering Fernando Valenzuela, Cinco de Mayo.
That's right.
For the LA Dodgers should be special.
That is absolutely right. And the continuation of greatness. Look at this, Pedro Martinez. You are one of, if not the greatest to ever do it. Can you put into perspective the totality of talent we're seeing from Shohei Ohtani?
Well, Shohei Ohtani seems to be stronger mentally, and his determination to do whatever he does is probably better than the stuff he brings over. 100, wipeout slider, wipeout split, and also cutters. I think all of those are way above average, but I think his determination and his mindset, the way he sets himself to do things, I think is even better than.
That's interesting. Than the stuff.
Than the stuff and the hitting and everything.
0.78 ERA. And he said it, hitting. A couple starts ago, Dave Roberts said, you know what? When you're starting, not just 2 jobs, you're going to have 1 job. And you're just going to pitch. You like that?
I do like it. We get to see his greatness, and we're witnessing greatness every time he steps on the field, whether it's as a pitcher or as a guy in the box. Shohei has done everything in this game. MVPs, got him.
Yep.
World Series championships, got him. What's the one thing he hasn't done? Rookie of the year, got it. The only war you can win once. What's the one thing that he doesn't have? That's a Cy Young. And you can bet.
Just change your voice.
You can see every time he's out there, he's going to prove I'm going to win Cy Young. And when it happens, Pedro, not if, but when it happens, I think the conversation's over. We get to witness the greatest player of all time.
I think we already are witnessing the greatest player of all time.
I mean, remember in Legion Baseball when little Jimmy would try to, you know, hit one out and then pitch 3 innings. He's doing that on the biggest
How'd you know they
stage.
called him Little Jimmy?
Little Jimmy, let me just.
We were 5 years old, Legion Baseball.
Oh, okay.
And one to continue to excel, you know, eventually over time, you start to be better at one than the other. He continues to hit, continues to pitch. His velocity is going up. His stuff is getting better. When he's hitting, he's shown that he can be one of the best hitters of all time. So you combine all 2 of those together, and the fact they're going to give him his legs some rest by not hitting and pitching on the same days. Like, Jimmy, you know how it is. I was always worried. If he gets a triple and then has to come back out there and throw, what's that going to do for him? Now all he has to do is just go ahead and throw it and sit back down for a little bit and come back out there. That does a lot for you.
See, that would be the only concern I would have about Shohei probably pursuing a Cy Young, is the wear and tear that his body is going to take. Because I know what it takes to be out there every 5 days and take 30 outings, 33 outings.
What does it take, Pedro? In between the starts, take me through the day after you pitch, then the day after. What are you doing?
He does have a special routine that he does, and it's unique only to Shohei Ohtani's body. Like what I had to do was a lot of work, a lot of leg work, a lot of abs, and I was just pitching. And it took so much from me to actually finish the season and finish it healthy so that we could go into the postseason and then add whatever we needed to add to end up winning. But for Shohei Ohtani, the only thing that I feel like it will be in between his Cy Young will be, you know, running every day, having to do so much to actually keep his body healthy. That's the only thing. But his mindset is ready to go get a Cy Young. His mindset is ready to go get whatever he says he's going to get in baseball. And it's starting to get boring for Shohei Ohtani. That's why he's probably not going to hit anymore. He's tired of doing that.
He's tired.
Now
I've already mastered it.
He's going to go for the Cy Young. And the next time he wins the Cy Young, which I think he would if he stays healthy, I think he's going to go for 50 or maybe 40 games closed. That would
He's going to be a closer after that.
He's going to be a closer after that and then do everything that nobody has done ever in baseball.
Like I say, he's going to be the greatest of all time. It's not going to be a discussion. When his career is all said and done, look, we could talk about guys that were the greatest hitters, guys that were the greatest pitchers. We're talking about the greatest of all time because he does both. He can beat you with his legs. He's proven that. He can beat you with the bat. He's proven that. And he's proven once again that when he's on a bump, he can beat you with his arm. I'm just saying, throw it out there. You heard it today.
Heard it today.
Shohei's going to be the greatest of all time.
Ooh. Wow. Okay, you want to see what he did last time out. It was against the Marlins, 9 strikeouts. And you have to, Jimmy, you're going to say sit fastball, and Curtis, you're going to say sit fastball. But he can beat you in so many ways. You have to cover 97. You have to cover 74. How do you do that?
And nothing is straight. You know, everything is moving. Look at the graphics here. It's going left. It's going right. There's even rise and there's sink. Plus, he's changing speeds. When you can throw it up there close to 100.
Look at this.
And then pull back all the way down to 70. You know, we were talking about it beforehand. How do you gear up for that? And he does an amazing job of making everything look the same. And there's so many different pitches in an 0-0 count, in a 3-2 count, and everywhere in the middle. It's hard to get comfortable against him.
And the beauty of Shohei Ohtani is that his concentration level is like off the charts. Because sometimes you face pitchers and you probably think, well, he's going to lose it somewhere. He's going to become erratic or lose his composure on the mound. No.
That was you.
That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen with Shohei. And I think he's stronger, like I said before, mentally. And his determination is at a level that none of us can probably understand or explain.
You can.
Well, I've done it, but only in one area of the game. But this guy's been able to handle himself mentally and prepare himself physically, and his determination level to go for some of the greatest things that you can achieve in baseball to another level. This guy is very unique, and you don't see him change his mindset ever in anything he does. And that's what makes him so unique. You're not going to have this guy lose his concentration in anything he decides to do.
We are witnessing a Dodger dynasty. There is one man who can get in the Dodgers' way. Time for peak performance presented by Vanda Pharmaceuticals. Goes by the name of Air Jordan. My gosh, it is so rare to see a hitter with no weakness. Jimmy, it's exit velo, it's average, it's hard hit rate. He's going to fight for an MVP. To have that kind of prodigious power, it's incredible to watch him.
And he's been like that since he entered the league. And if you're Houston, you have a guy like this. I think at some point, with the team on its way down, that run is over, that fantastic Houston Nationals run is over, people aren't there, players are getting hurt and older, you may have to consider trading this guy. And what can you get for him? I think you could get half of somebody's minor league farm team, because a lot of these GMs and directors or president of baseball ops are willing to give that because they're chasing these rings. Not only that, they have to keep up with the Dodgers. Somebody out there is thinking about how and who do we have to trade to get this guy, because he's going to make your lineup instantly better.
Our producer, Dan, is an Astros fan. When you said the run is over, he said, go to break.
You heard that? You heard that?
Drop the mic. Dodgers and Astros on the other side. Tuesday Night Baseball on TBS. It's next.